As war rages in Israel, President Biden's nominee for U.S. ambassador to that country, I know, what's taking so long, facing a battle of his own in the Senate. Listen.
And as Secretary of Treasury in the Obama administration, he helped negotiate the disastrous Iranian nuclear deal, the massive influx of cash, ultimately a direct deposit into Iran's terrorism account.
Yes or no? Are we safer today with no arms embargo?
I think it's much more complicated than that. I'm not aware that funding for Hamas and Hezbollah went down. I will get briefed on that.
I think you're aware of the results of it, Mr. Secretary. The maximum pressure campaign was abandoned, and now a policy of appeasement has been undertaken with Iran.
GOP Senator Bill Hagerty just saw, and you just saw that in him in the hearing. Senator, your reaction to Jack Lew's nomination, to make it simple, he going behind your back, did not tell the truth to the Senate when he was actually working as Treasury Secretary about how he was converting to currency, the Oman currency, to euros. He was out there working behind the scenes to get Iran money without telling you guys.
Now, this is the world's greatest sponsor of terror. And he couldn't answer my questions, Brian, when I asked him, if Iran, the world's greatest sponsor of terror, has more funding, do you think that will lead to more terror? He obfuscated, he couldn't answer the question. We know the answer to the question, and I'll tell you this. We know what happened when we choked those funds off. I worked in the Trump administration as we implemented the maximum pressure campaign. You saw us push Iranian funding down below $8 billion. We totally choked this off. Back during Obama, during the appeasement campaign in 2014, 2015, you saw the violence coming out of Gaza. Biden comes back into office, looks the other way. You get this hockey stick of revenues coming into Iran. As soon as they start getting funding again, guess what happens? The 11-day war in Gaza in 2021. And now you've seen this. Hamas and Hezbollah were going broke. It was widely reported in the media under President Trump's maximum pressure campaign. Now we've got Biden's appeasement program. They're back in business.
But, Senator, if we know what he was up to, the Israelis know what he's up to. They need to trust our ambassador. They're not going to be able to trust this guy. Here's the other problem. Rob Malley. This guy's basic godfather was Yasser Arafat. He had a security clearance taken away, and we don't know exactly why. Here's some of that exchange yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Do you know Rob Malley?
I haven't. Yes, I've known him. I haven't talked to him in years.
Did he undertake efforts to quash sanctions enforcement on Iran?
I do not recall Rob Malley having a role in the enforcement of sanctions.
Well, very obviously something has dramatically changed here. And it's clear to me that the Biden administration's enforcement of sanctions against Iran is every bit as ineffective as the Biden administration's enforcement of our border security.
Senator, is he going to get confirmed?
Not with any Republican votes. Brian, I think it's going to be a tough decision for the Democrats. I hate to see them line up, as they so often do, and fall right over the cliff. This is an insult to Israel. We should put somebody in place. We've got a very qualified charge d'affaires right now that could bring her forward, nominate and confirm her quickly. But instead, they're going to send a proponent of Iran into to serve Israel, to serve as our representative to Israel. You think about it, Iran wants Israel wiped off the map. And you've got this person who's been deeply involved in this flawed strategy to enrich Iran. I think it's quite an insult to our allies in Israel.
It is. And the only hope we have is if Sinema, Manchin, and Tester are worried about re-election, or Sherrod Brown's worried about re-election, we'll stand up and make a stand here. Senator, thanks so much for your challenging questions. Appreciate it.